Never, ever, ever do this. Do what? I'm going to tell you in just a second. First, let me introduce myself to everybody that may be new. My name is Brian Pombo with BrianJPombo.com. I'm here in what I lovingly refer to as the Orange Office in Grants Pass, Oregon. And today, you are now watching Brian J. Pombo Live, a podcast, a video vlog, something that we do daily. So be sure and follow us, like us, subscribe, wherever you're at, do whatever so that you can keep seeing these from here on out. If you go on to any of your podcast dealy bobs, you can listen to us wherever you listen to podcasts. You just got to subscribe to it. Brian J. Pombo Live. Welcome, welcome. We are brought to you. I'm going to do a quick commercial. I'm going to get to the subject. Don't worry, we'll get there. Got to do a quick commercial though. We're brought to you by DreamBizChat.com. DreamBizChat.com is specifically for business owners and executives, especially ones that are in the self-reliance field. If you have products, services, or a story that relates with people and helps people to become more self-reliant, you're someone I'd like to talk to, go to DreamBizChat.com. You can click on the link in the description wherever you're catching this at. DreamBizChat.com. There's a quick video there. Go watch it. Fill out the application if you think what I talk about in that video applies to you. Now, what should you never, ever, ever do? If you have this problem, if people on your team have this problem, it needs to be exorcised like a demon. You got to exorcise it out of them. I'm telling you, you got to get this out of all the programming of the people on your team, out of all of the programming of the people that you work with, is this one issue. And it is rampant across the United States. I can tell you that for sure. Especially for people who are new in any type of business or sales or negotiation that happens within the business world. What is this one thing? It's called neediness. You can't be needy and succeed. You can't be needy and trusted. It's a really big deal, okay? I'm going to give you a great book. It's one of my book recommendations. This one's called Start With No. This is by Jim Camp. He passed away a few years back, but this guy was a negotiations guru, I guess you can say. He actually was took his concepts to the FBI. They developed an entire program on negotiations based off of what he talks about. And you'll see a lot of people out there that will latch on to a lot of the same concepts he had. He's not completely unique, but he has a unique way of saying things. This book, I'll tell you the truth, it's a little dry. For most people, it'll be a little dry. But if you can stick with it, or you can get a hold of any of his other books, or get a hold of any of his other programs that he has out there, there's still a lot out there. I know I was turned on to this by Michael Senoff and Ben Settle. They were both promoters of Jim Camp. They have interviews and so forth out there. You go check this out. Now, I want to read you a quick passage from this. It has to do with neediness. And he says, in Western culture, we see ourselves as buyers, don't we? We proudly buy and consume as much as we can. The salesperson, on the other hand, has a problem with his or her self-image. The very term sales is being replaced in many fields by business development, because the image of the salesperson is that of a huckster on the street, almost. More important, the salesperson is definitely the dependent party in the negotiation. He or she must be prepared to give, to compromise, while the buyer takes everything he or she can get. After all, the buyer can go elsewhere in most cases, but the poor seller needs the deal. The self-image of the individual in the selling role traps him or her in a neediness mode and often leads to bad deals. This is really a perspective thing. Neediness is very much a perspective thing. It's very relative. You can change your perspective on things, but you have to see where the neediness comes from. You got to step back away from your neediness and realize that you're caught up with something. And maybe it means that you need a different job. Maybe it means that you need to secure your finances elsewhere while you're trying to grow a business, while you're trying to move forward with a sales position, something of that sort. You have to pay attention to that neediness. It eventually has to go away. It needs to go away completely. You at least need to tap down the showing of neediness. And it comes from really trying to get a person to buy something, really trying to get a person to buy into something. The most common places you see this in: network marketing, any type of party sales, any type of when a person is involved in any form of direct sales, where they're trying to get their friends and family to buy certain products that they have. There's this neediness that's attached to it, and it makes everyone feel sick to their stomach when they catch someone, when someone comes to them and they're trying to get them to do something. And that neediness, it's like it's clawing out for you. You know the feeling being on the other end of it. But do you realize that you might be putting that out there yourself? Tomorrow, we're going to talk about how your fear of rejection, if you really fear rejection or you resent being rejected, it's tied to your neediness. We're going to dig into this neediness topic a little stronger, because it might be the one piece that's really holding back your success in life. So tomorrow we'll get on to that. In the meantime, get out there and let the magic happen.